Welcome to this explainer. You know that sudden, awful tightening in your chest when you check your bank account? Yeah. If you've ever felt that, you are absolutely in the right place today. We're undertaking the ultimate investigation into the science of the wealth reset. We're going to completely dismantle the biological poverty traps that are holding you back and uncover the exact psychological blueprints the 1% use for exponential growth. And look, this isn't just motivational fluff. We are taking a deep dive into the neuroscience of fear, the history of scarcity, and how you can actually rewire your neural pathways for a lifetime of prosperity.
So let's dive right into a core mystery here. Why on earth is it that some people can lose $1 million and literally sleep like a baby, while others lose $20 and feel their chest tighten in a blind panic? We usually tend to think financial failure is just a lack of effort, right? Or maybe a bad spreadsheet, or just poor luck. But the truth is actually far more fascinating. It isn't just about the money at all. It's about a biological survival mechanism hidden deep inside your own brain that is constantly, quietly sabotaging your wealth. Enter our ultimate villain, the amygdala hijack. You see, to your brain, scarcity is interpreted as a literal, physical threat to your survival. When you feel financial anxiety, this heavily outdated biological alarm system triggers, flooding your body with stress hormones like cortisol. And here is the truly dangerous part about this. When those red alerts go off, your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic and smart investing, literally shuts down, goes entirely offline. Your own biology makes you physically incapable of making a smart decision when you're in a state of fear. Picture this. 50,000 years ago, if you didn't have enough food or shelter, you died. Simple as that. Your amygdala evolved to ensure you never let your guard down, treating scarcity exactly like a lethal predator in the wild. But fast forward to today. Your ancient brain literally cannot distinguish between a saber-toothed tiger stalking you in the jungle and a simple push notification on your phone that your rent is due. It reacts with the exact same life or death intensity. And this biological glitch creates an incredibly toxic, self-fulfilling cycle. We call it the scarcity loop. Let's walk through it. Step 1, you feel financial stress. Step 2, cortisol floods your system. Step 3, your logical brain goes completely offline. And step 4, you make a totally panic-based decision, like, say, selling your stocks at the absolute bottom of a crash. And the tragic irony here, that panic causes you to actually lose money, which shoots you right back to step 1, restarting the whole vicious loop. So how do we break out of this? Let's move into part 1, the Stoic Blueprint, and look at how to actually rewire the brain. Think back to the catastrophic financial collapse of 2008. Most of the world was in an absolute blind panic, seeing nothing but red. But a very specific class of investors remained remarkably calm. How? They practiced cognitive reframing. While the panicked masses saw a terrifying crash, these stoic investors looked at the exact same data and saw a massive green-lit clearance sale. They flipped the script from danger to opportunity, totally bypassing that amygdala hijack. Now, here is a kind of uncomfortable truth. Your wealth will never grow faster than your mindset allows. Ultra-wealthy individuals deliberately separate their self-worth from their net worth. They view money merely as a tool, not a biological safety blanket. By maintaining this psychological distance, they keep their logical brain fully online. And an online logical brain is literally the only way to build exponential prosperity. Which really brings us to Warren Buffett's most famous rule: be greedy when others are fearful. It sounds incredibly simple, doesn't it? But actually executing this logic when the entire market is flashing red requires immense psychological control. You can't just wish yourself into this state. We actually have to use specific daily rituals to systematically desensitize our fear of loss. All right, let's get practical. Here is part 2, the 7 rituals of the prosperity reset. Ritual 1 is the exposure method. Seriously, stop avoiding your bank accounts. Science shows that daily, calm exposure to your financial numbers desensitizes the amygdala and restores logical control. You have to stop hiding from the predator. Ritual 2 is neural anchoring. Spend 10 full seconds consciously acknowledging every single financial win, no matter how tiny. This trains your brain's reticular activating system to hunt for green growth instead of constantly scanning for red threats. Moving on to Ritual 3, which is a favorite of mine, the $100 margin. The practice here is simple. Keep a physical, crisp $100 bill in your wallet at all times, and never, ever spend it. Why? Because it acts as a constant, tangible, biological signal to your brain that you are safe. Every time you open your wallet, your brain registers that you are not out of resources, you are prosperous. It's an incredible physical hack to just keep the amygdala quiet. Then we have Ritual 4, atomic compounding. Look, We all know that money compounds, right? But we rarely apply that exact same math to our psychology. Focus on just a 1% daily mental improvement. Over time, that tiny daily percentage compounds your mindset exactly like interest compounds in a high-yield savings account, creating massive, exponential psychological growth.
Okay, let's round out the behavioral reprogramming with our final 3 rituals. Ritual 5, the curiosity loop. Instead of panicking and asking, why am I broke? Ask, how can I solve this? The word how demands a logical answer, instantly rebooting the prefrontal cortex. Ritual 6 is success story sourcing, consciously surrounding your subconscious with the narratives of people who have already achieved your goals. And finally, Ritual 7, the digital cleanse. You have to optimize your information diet. If you constantly consume fear-based news, you trigger a fight or flight state, which guarantees a fear-based bank account.
Which leads us perfectly into part 3, the future vision, looking ahead to wealth in 2026.
We are rapidly speeding into an era defined by AI and automated workflows, where the barrier to building $1 million business is lower than ever before in human history. The golden rule for this new era? Automate your work, for sure, but never your thinking. These futuristic tools are entirely useless without the mindset to wield them. The only thing standing in your way right now is the biological anxiety we uncovered today. If you master your mind, these new technologies literally become open doors to unimaginable wealth. So, we've walked through the science and the daily habits of the world's most prosperous minds. Naming your intent is the very first step to overriding that outdated biological software. Commit to your wealth reset by internalizing one simple truth: I am prosperous. The tools are in your hands and the biology is decoded, but the ultimate question is this: the next time your brain flashes red with fear, will you let your ancient biology hijack your future, or will you choose to be prosperous? Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next explainer.